Right, thank you for taking time for watching this video that you're about to watch. Now, I'd love you all to subscribe to my channel. Let's get the subscribers up. But one of my favourite and most loyal subscribers is one of my daughters, who she's just made this for me. Look at that. What does it say?
Subscribe to Colin.
So what do you want the people to do?
To subscribe to my daddy.
Good morning, internet. So welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday, it's the 11th of January, and it is 20 past 11 on a very cold morning in the Breton in France. We are running at about, I think it's just come above freezing at the moment. Trust me, I don't like this weather. The good thing is, of course, it isn't raining. We've had no rain now, I do believe, for about 3 or 4 days, so the roads are drying up nicely, but it is bitterly cold. And to go out there, like the other day when I went out on the Meteor, I went for a spin, and I mean, it was great, I enjoyed it, but it was cold. Right, so today Himalayan is up on the ramp. So a few things I want to do to the Himalayan, little things really, just to get it ready for the summer. So number one, I want to check the rear brakes. The wheel's coming off, so I can completely take it all the sliders out, make sure they're all greased up. I did the pads last year because, like a lot of Himalayans, it had that squeaky back brake, so I give them a good clean down. It's never come back. That's brilliant. Again, the stopping power of these bikes, I know people criticise them. I personally don't have any trouble with the brakes with them at all, but like I say, I'm going to check them over, grease all the sliders up, take the pads out again, clean the pads, then while the back wheel's off, we're going to change the sprocket, take it from the one it's got on now, which is the 38 tooth. We're going to knock it down to the 36, which hopefully will then give me a better cruisability. I like the word cruisability. And then the last job is we're going to overhaul the front brakes, because I've never done the front brakes on this bike. I've never taken them off. I've never checked them apart from visual check of the pads, which obviously for the mileage or the kilometerage that it's done, the pad should be fine. But I want to make sure that this bike, because the oil and the filter, as you know, has not long been done, and it's done virtually nothing since. So with the sprocket done, the brakes checked, the chain all redone up, this bike, the same as the Meteor, is good to go for the summer. That's it. Which then, of course, brings me back, as I go on every video these days, to the major works that's going to come to the Transalp. But obviously, I want to get these two done first, because I've got 2 bikes to ride, and it doesn't matter then how long the Transalp takes. It doesn't matter if, when I'm doing the Transalp, I take something off and I think, oh, you know what, I wish I'd have replaced that, because I'm in no huge rush. It doesn't matter. Although I don't expect to come, because to the best of my knowledge, the Transalp is maintained just as much as these 2 bikes, and there shouldn't be any nasty surprises. But you never know, do you? Anything mechanical, you never know, for the nasty surprises. Right, so before we start, is there anything else that I need to tell you? I don't think there is. Okay, I can tell you my nose feels like, you can actually put some heat on in this garage. I have a Calagas heater down here, but you know what, sometimes by the time that it's got the heat in it, you finish the job. Now what I'm going to do is 3 things then to do on the Himalayan: front brakes, back brakes, and replace the sprocket. But I'm going to do it 3 different videos. 1, it's easier for people to watch, it's shorter. 2, it's a damn sight easier for me at the moment, because it is cold in this garage, so you know, I can do the one, get it edited, put it up, then maybe tomorrow I'll do either the front, well, I'll probably concentrate on the back, so it'll be the sprocket, edit that, put it up, and you got the last one is the front brake. So, okay. So 3 little videos which will cover this and it's finished. Right, okay, without any further ado, let's get ourselves round here. Now again, it's always best to try and get a decent camera angle, which is never easy. So hang on, it's not so much the camera angle, it's me getting in the way of it, which always makes it a bit more awkward. I think you should be able to see pretty well there of what I'm doing. Right, okay, now what I've got is I've got a piece of wood here which I always put under the rear wheel, so when I knock the axle out it doesn't just drop down, because like I said, today I'm probably not going to take the rear wheel off. We're going to be working just on the brakes. So I think the easiest thing to do is, so we don't forget, we'll just unclip the ABS and the brake lines running 2 rubbers here. So we're going to knock these 2 out, that one there and that one here, like so. So that's loose now to come out. Now what I'm going to do is, well, in actual fact I'll probably do it when it's off, I'm going to take the ABS sensor out as well, because we'll check the end of that for a clean. Let me just get me a little metal container so I don't lose any bits and pieces along the way, which I normally do because I'm excellent at doing that. Right, and of course you can see, as usual, I'm organised as ever. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to pull this pin out here like that, and we'll put him in there, and then we're going to knock this one out just like the meter. Knock him through like that. Again, it's on this collar at the end. There you go. Once the collar comes out, the rest of it comes out pretty simple. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take him out. Now, this is going to slide out because I put a bit of grease on that and it still has got grease. Some people say, oh no, don't grease that because it just attracts the dirt. Well, that may be the case, but I like it greased up. Okay, so there's the one pad again. You know, they haven't long been cleaned, so they're fine. So I'm just going to lay that there. In fact, we'll put them there, and we'll take our other pad out here. There we go. I mean, you can take this off as one if you want to, but if you're going to take the whole thing off, I think it makes it more manoeuvrable if you take the pads off. Right, so we need to crack this nut, which is probably, oh blimey, okay, it's tight, so I might need a bigger bar, I'm thinking. So hang on, let me just get a breaker bar. Now this is probably where I'm going to send the camera flying as well. So we'll try and get it round the camera, shall we? Okay. So much easier with a bit of leverage. Okay. Now, this side's moving, so we'll just put a screwdriver through there. And that's it. That's cracked there. Okay, so let's just change it back to the socket. Get this one just out of the way. I have a selection of different size breaker bars, and believe you me, More so really for when I do the car, but obviously, and I will retort this one up. Okay, so we're going to take this out completely. Now like I said, I've got the wood under the tyre here so it can't drop, because I don't want it to drop yet. Oops, was I knocking the camera? I do apologise if the camera was flying all over the place there. Okay, so we can take that out there like that. Okay, so just before we take that nut off, I just get the rubber mallet and leaving the nut on it, just tap that through a bit, look. Okay. So we check that and that. Now this washer is, it's like it's got a groove in it this side, so, and it's sort of concaved a bit there, so that's the way it's going to go back on. Yeah, I mean, if you're not 100% sure, sit it down maybe, you know, so that you get it like that. Okay, lovely job. Right, so what we want to do now is to pull this out. Now I don't want to take it all the way out, I don't. Now if you use this wood here, you can just take the weight of this and this might just pull out, and there again it might not. It might want to keep itself. Oh, it is, it's coming out. So just support the tyre and this will come out, and we only want to clear it enough, which I'm just watching it now, just so we can get the brake out, because like I said, the tyre's not going to come out today. Okay, just a little bit more to go. Okay, and that's done that. Right, so we can leave that there for a minute, and what we should be able to do now is to slide this just up here. Which it doesn't typically, it's always the way when you want it to do something, it never wants to do it. So okay, so what I might do, this always, actually that might still just have just a fraction of a bite left in that, that's why. Maybe, yeah, I think that might have got it now. That was probably my fault, not the bike's fault. These cables are very tight here as well, and it all holds itself all together. I need a bit of light on the subject, I think, just to see where we're going. Okay. I actually might decide to take this axle all the way out and be done with it, like so. Okay, and we're just putting down there on the mat there, like that. Okay, so now we have our wheel reasonably loose, and this is very tight on here. It just doesn't want to come out. Okay, so if that's the case and it wants to be awkward, then maybe we'll do it the other way around, and we will just drop the wheel. So what we'll do is, hang on a sec, at the moment I just need to move everything up this way, like so, of my little working platform. Okay, like that. Take our wood out from there because that wasn't particularly helping too much. Right, and then we can take off our chain. Or shall I just drop it down on the cush? I could actually just drop this straight down on the cush rubbers. Okay. This would have been a lot easier if these brakes would have come off here, but for some unknown reason this on this bracket is so tight it just doesn't appear. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's what I wanted to do in the first place. Right, okay, that has made life a lot easier. Now there's a little space out in here, see that one? That's the way it goes in, thin bit first. So let's put him in our little tray. Okay, and we've got him there. Right, so what we can do now then is we can actually take off the chain now, like so. Okay, let that go there without doing too much damage to it on the back end. There's our wheel off. Right, now I'm going to take this across here because for today we're not working with the wheel. That is for another day. Well, for tomorrow probably. Right, okay. So let's just put you back in. Let's just get you round here. So this bit here, that's the bit where your brake caliper and the arm slides onto that, and it just wouldn't release itself. And the reason it wouldn't release itself is because obviously it builds up a dirt and horrible grime. Now this is a good chance to clean all this in here, look, yeah, which I will do, but For now, what we're going to do is we're going to check the brakes, because that was what this was all about. So here we go, there we go, that's what we've got. Yeah, now obviously there's that bracket there, yeah, because obviously that's the way there that slides on there, yeah, like that, yeah, and that support buddy there. But of course, like I said, it all gets a bit dirty. Right, so what we can do here first of all is we want to check these sliders here, yeah, that's what we really want to do. Make sure that these are sliding nice and free, which they are, yeah, they are nice and clean. There's no problem there at all, yeah. Okay, so they're fine. I mean, there's no way. I mean, don't forget, all this was cleaned down before, yeah. So, see, I could take these rubbers off. I mean, those are nicely greased up, yeah. Okay, but what we will do, I will actually clean those down, right, and put a bit of copper slip on them, yeah, like I say, they're nice and clean anyway, they're not dirty. Now, I do believe that the postman has just come to my house, so I'm just going to stop this video a sec. Okay, there you go, eh? Delivery by the post. Jolly good. And I do believe that that could be some parts for the Transalp, but I'm not going to open them yet because I want to get these cleaned off. Okay. So let's inspect them. I mean, them are nice. There's no yuckiness in there for that, yeah. Okay. Right, that's sound there. And I think that's clean as well. So yeah. But having said that, I mean, it should all be clean, shouldn't it? You know. This shouldn't be there. There's a bit of dirt in there, but we're going to spray all that down, which we're going to do in a minute. I'm going to get me some brake cleaner, and somewhere it is there. Okay. Now that wasn't supposed to happen, was it? You flick the top off and the whole thing comes off. Right. So let's get this all cleaned off, shall we? You know, all that nicely cleaned off in there, look. Again, in there where the axle comes through. Don't worry about how much of this stuff that you put on. The idea is just get all the grime and muck out which to be fair, again, I haven't really got any on this. I mean, the bike's low mileage, I don't off-road. It would be a different story altogether if you was an off-roader, and I get that. I'm not. I struggle these days to go on road, let alone off-road. Now what you can do, you can fill that down there with that, yeah, get all the muck, which there isn't much in it, and then tip it out. Don't worry about it going out of anything else. Remember, this stuff self-dries, yeah. You get a clean piece. Okay, again, it's all about getting this nice and clean. I mean, I don't ride in the dirt, I don't ride in the rain if I can help it. Yeah, so, you know. All my stuff stays, as I would expect, clean. Right, so okay, we're looking pretty good. Yeah. Again, get that one nice and clean. There's a bit of build up of the old grease round, tip him out. You've got a spring inside there, which just, it's not really dirty, but give it a bit of a clean up anyway. Okay. Give that end of that ABS cleaner a good spray. Again, while this is down, we'll clean the end of the ABS up prior to it all being fixed back on. You'll notice this time I've got the gloves on. The hands are cold enough as it is. Right, okay. I mean, you can. This brake cleaner is brilliant stuff. I absolutely love it. It cleans so much up with it, you know, and keep the bike clean. Right, okay. We're just going to let that dry off there a sec, because I'm going to look at this part in here now, because, like I said, again, you know, you can give all this a good clean down with this. Yeah, I mean, don't forget, this gets a lot of muck in here. Yeah, let's put you there probably. Try and get you the best place to see. Okay. Right. Get this all back up, clean under here. Okay. Right. That's pretty good. I'm thinking. Okay, I'm just going to turn off these edges a bit. A lot of build up in that one, I don't know why particularly, but there was. Right, okay, so that's that done. So let's just bring these down here in a minute. And we'll have a look at the pads. I did have, from when I did the, yep. Okay, so there's our pads. Okay, just give them a quick rub over. Again, I did this before because these squeaked terrible, squeaky brakes. It seems like a lot of the Himalayans suffer with this, and it used to drive me up the wall. I mean, it really did. So I got these, and this is what I did to them then. And it cured it. It was great. No more squeaky brakes. So maybe, I don't know, was it something on them from the factory? That I haven't got a clue. Right, okay, so we'll give these a clean as well. Like I say, there's loads of life left in these yet. I know a lot of people change these because they're not happy, saying that it doesn't give them the proper braking, you know, ability, or they don't reckon it does. Like I said, I've got to be honest. I can only say what I find. For me, I've never had a problem. You know, I've got to be honest, I've never actually had to slam the brakes on, as in an emergency, and I hope not to, but you never know. But they've always served me well. I've never had a problem with them at all, you know. So I can't. For me, I'm not just going to change them. Because yeah, I could get better, and yes, I can get better brakes. I know that, but I'm not going to do it just for the sake of changing the brakes. Right, get us a new bit of cloth. Well, it's actually speaking, it's not cloth, is it? It's paper towel, which I'd rather work with paper towel. I think it's easier. Right, so now let's have a look at these, shall we not? Now the thing is, what I do is with these, I try to put just inside here, get the brush in, give it a squizzy round on the way in, and the same as the one on the caliper itself. I mean, there still is a little bit of grease in there, look. Yeah, put some in there. Now you don't need loads on these. You don't. This is literally just a little coating. That's all you need. Bit of a coating. As long as it's got some in, that's all it needs, yeah. Okay. And that is absolutely fine. Yeah, now let's get these the right way. In actual fact, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to actually put these on today, or actually I think I will put them on. Okay, so slide them on there, yeah, in there a bit just to seal them rubbers down. That's beautiful, that's nice, that's in, job done there. Okay, so I'm just gonna give these another wipe over again, yeah. Excellent, lovely job. Yeah, now what I could do, for the sake of keeping these safe for a bit, is, in actual fact, I might just put a bit of copper grease on that there, you know, yeah. And then for future reference of it coming on and off, it will just make my life a little bit easier. But for now, we're just going to keep that there like that. It won't stay on there, look with it. No, it doesn't actually stay on it, but it just sort of does that. Yeah. Okay, but I tell you what I could do, just to keep life nicely all in line, instead of that hanging down, is I could put the rear axle back in. Yeah, like so. For now, I mean, I am going to clean that down and I'm going to re-grease that, but what I might do just for now is I'm just going to put this, stick this back on here like that, and getting through like that there and that there, like that. Okay, and then that keeps that, save it swinging on the pipes just while I'm doing that there. Yeah, what do you think? I think that's pretty good. Okay, so that's all that cleaned down. Yeah, let me just, I think I'll put the pads back in and the pin back in. Let's have a look at this this pin. Again, you know, it was, I cleaned it all down before. Just make sure that there's no, which there is a little bit of dirt in the end of that collar, because you want that collar to run free now. We'll put a little bit more copper slip in there, but that cleans that up nice and clean. Look, yeah, all on inside there is nice and clean. Okay, like so. Okay, so what we could do now, stupid boy. Actually, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to put these in and not now. What if I'm going to leave them both out? I don't know. What shall I do? Shall I? Actually, I think I will. Yeah, we'll put them in, and then it's done, I suppose. So put that one in there, and that one in there, and that will just hold that there like that. Just tap this in a bit. Okay. I'm going to put you just over there a minute, like that. Just want to tap. Tap that home. Where's our pin mark? Has it come through yet? No, maybe just a little bit more. bit more. Okay, nearly there. Where's my little punch gone? Okay, that's nicely in there. Get a cotter pin and put him, well, when we actually get him turned around and down. Okay, so that is the back brakes cleaned and put back together. Yeah, okay, all nicely cleaned, everything ready. As I said, I'll put the axle back in because obviously the wheel's going to stay off for a bit, because let's get you over here for a minute and we'll walk around this way, because this obviously, hang on a sec, this is what we're going to be changing. Yeah, so what I could have done, instead of me doing that and sending you all around the place, let's just take that off there. There's the box, which I'm sure has got some bits and pieces in. So now I'll tell you what, I'm not going to mess with this now. This is going to be for the next video. Right, like I said, my hands are cold. I'm a bit chilly willy. It's just gone 12 o'clock, so it's lunchtime. It's siesta in Spain. What do they call it in France? I really don't know, but still, never mind. Okay, so back brake's done. Yeah, piece of cake again. It's always a bit awkward when you're trying to hold it. When we come to put this lot back in, we're going to have to see which is going to be the easiest way, you know. I don't know, maybe we'll slide the brakes back in afterwards, gives us more room on the wheel, or who knows. We will sort that out at the end of the day. So the next video is to change the sprocket, put it all back together. Then the last video will be the front brakes. Okay, I hope this little video has been of some use. It's good to check your brakes. I mean, it really is, you know. It's just the maintenance, isn't it? That's what it's all about. And especially with us now in France, you know, coming up to the CT stage, I think everybody has got to be more visually, you know, get out there and visually check your bikes. It's simple as that, isn't it? You know, I mean, you roll up to a CT station, you know, and your pads are knackered. Doesn't look very good, does it? Still, never mind. But there again, it comes down to the same thing, doesn't it? If you're a responsible motorcyclist, you're going to make sure your brake pads, or you should make sure your brake pads and your brakes operate and your pads are in good condition. Really, that goes without saying, doesn't it? You know, it's our life, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Okay, on that rather somber note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you like what I do, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to me, that would be absolutely brilliant. And I'll see you probably tomorrow in the next video. Take care, bye for now.